это как, это издеваться, что ли? Нет, Welcome back. Today we're going to look at a continuation of a previous tutorial I've done about piano runs and fills. And I'm going to teach you how to play the introduction that I just played. You're going to see that it's not as difficult as it might seem at first. Basically, I've been following a single simple pattern. Let me teach you the pattern. For that, let me start with the first chord. So what I'm actually playing here is an arpeggio of the C chord. I start out with the bass in my left hand. So C and C. And then with my right hand, I play the C major chord. And I play it the following way. The thumb plays the G. Second finger plays C. And fourth finger plays E. And then the left hand does exactly the same, but just one octave higher. So G, C, E, played with my fifth, second, and first fingers. And then my right hand once again climbs one octave again, adds the G, and goes back down. Now, when I get down, I actually play the shape up from G to G, and then move on to the second chord. So in slow motion, what I'm doing is this. And then it's on to the next chord. So in fast motion, it would be now. This basically means that this is the pattern that you're going to follow with all of the chords in these arpeggios. The second chord is an A minor, and for the A minor, I play this shape. So the bass in the left hand is from A to A. And then the ascending shapes basically are made out of this shape. This is the A minor chord. So I'm playing the A, C, and E with my first, second, and fourth fingers. And I climb up all the way to A and then climb back down. And then the last shape just repeats up. So played fast. Next shape is an F major chord, so an F for the double bass, and then this shape, which is actually looks like kind of the A minor shape. This is an F major chord in the root position. I'm playing an F, A, and a C. And a G major. And once again, it's just the same shape, moved one unit up. So I'm playing a G major, which is a G, B, and D. When you string all of these fast together, you get the shape, the arpeggio that you heard at the beginning of the video. For the second part of the arpeggio that you heard at the beginning of the video. For the second part of the arpeggio pattern that I played, I'm simply playing the chords but going up. So I'm playing a C, same shape that I started out with. Just repeat it with the left, then again with the right, and all the way up to G. Second shape is an A major. Actually, for the bass, I use a C sharp, and then I play the A major with my right hand. So that's an A, C sharp, and an E. You can play it with the thumb, second and third fingers, or thumb, second and fourth fingers, whichever is more convenient for you. So I'm playing it right hand, an octave above with the left hand, and an octave above with the right hand again, and I terminate at A. Next shape is in D minor. A, D, and F. Next shape is a B, and for the bass I use a D sharp. right hand I play a B, a D sharp, and an F sharp, then an E minor, B, E, and G. After climbing up with the E minor chord, I land on the F major chord, in which I'm playing C, F, and A with my left hand, and C, F, A, C with my right hand. Then I climb down the C major scale. So I'm just playing the C major scale, C major with my C, F, climbing up with the E minor chord. I land on the F major chord, in which I'm playing C, F, and A with my left hand and C, F, A, C with my right hand. Then I climb down the C major scale. So I'm just playing the C major scale. I'll just play it slowly so you can follow my fingers. Playing C, B, A, G, F. Then I turn over with my third finger, continue going down, E, D, C, turn over with my fourth finger, third finger, fourth finger. So I just play it fast from the top, from C. And for the last two chords, I play, this is an F minor 6, so I'm playing F, A flat, C and D with my right hand, and an A flat bass with my double bass with my left hand. Then I move the bass two semitones up to B flat, and then end with a C major chord. It can actually be any variation of this, any inversion or variation of the C major chord that you'd like to use. For example, this would work as well. Just playing a C bass with my left hand and then C, E, G, C with my right. That's it. I hope you've learned something about constructing fast runs. I suggest you experiment with your own patterns for going up and down the piano. Usually you can make simple chords sound good if you just do it with the right pattern and you practice the fluidity and speed of the transitions. That's it. I hope you learned something interesting. It's good for impressing your friends at the bar. It's not always of practical value when playing pop songs, but it's still a nice trick to have up your sleeve. See you next time.
The other day, quite by chance, reading online about the prelude set as a whole, and the title Devil's Trill caught my eye and imagination. So I followed a trail of links to a PDF still available online at the time of making this tutorial from a link in the video info below. The prelude was realised, I think the correct word is in this situation, by Jeffrey Kalberg. It's an expert interpretation of a sketch, to my eyes illegible, made by Chopin at the time of writing the preludes we're familiar with today, during his stay with Georges Sand and her children in Mallorca. Expert interpretation of a sketch, to my eyes illegible, made by Chopin at the time of writing the preludes we're familiar with. I think the correct word is. The prelude was realised, I think the correct word is in this situation, by Jeffrey Kalberg. It's an expert interpretation of a sketch, to my eyes illegible, made by Chopin at the time of writing the preludes we're familiar with today, during his stay with Georges Sand and her children in Mallorca. Jeffrey Kalberg's essay begins by discussing the relative merits between the artist's sketch against the finished work, in particular in relation to Chopin's artist friend Eugène Delacroix, whose oil sketch of Chopin is perhaps our preferred image of the composer today. Delacroix's loose, confident, spontaneous brushwork seems to capture the essence of what we might think of as the spirit of Chopin's music and romantic style, that is, in the historical sense of that word. This excellent essay goes on to discuss Chopin's prelude sketch in detail, traces lines of thought which lead to this 31-bar score published in the PDF. So, 1-bar score published in the PDF. So, I'll let those interested in details read this essay for themselves and instead look at possible interpretations of this work at the piano. At first glance, you'll notice several things. The left hand is made up entirely of trills. You, like me, may never have seen a piece quite like this before. You'll notice too there's no dynamic markings, phrase lines, or a tempo indication, which is entirely normal, all things considered. So you're left pretty much to your own devices regarding an interpretation. If we take the right hand alone, become familiar with it, the phrasing seems to suggest itself. To me, something like this.
Your interior of your home is a self-reflection of who you are as a person.
Поражению базального ядра Мейнарда и дефекту ацетилхолинергической системы придают большое значение в патогенезе болезни Альцгеймера. Ядро Мейнарда считают источником обширной ацетилхолинергической иннервации коры головного мозга. Патологические изменения затрагивают, хоть и в меньшей степени, другие нейротрансмиттерные системы, дофаминергическую, степени другие нейрогенезе болезни Альцгеймера. Ядро Мейнарда считают источником обширной ацетилхолинергической иннервации коры головного мозга. Патологические изменения затрагивают, хоть и в меньшей степени, другие нейротрансмиттерные системы, дофаминергическую, серотонинергическую, норадреnergическую. Макроскопическое проявление болезни Альцгеймера – церебральная атрофия, которая проявляет себя, в частности, расширением борозд полушарий головного мозга.
Где вы находитесь, вы знаете? Что это за учреждение?
Вот где нахожусь, я особенно не знаю.
Ну, все же.
А за мной муж ездит.
Ну, как называется это учреждение?
Клиника.
Какая?
Института.
Какого института?
Института. Вот этих. Как называются они у нас? Вот этих. Вот сказать не могу, как. Вот.
А адрес хотя бы примерно.
Знаю, он меня возит мимо Таганки. Сажу.
А вот если бы вы сами поехали, вы бы не добрались?
Я не езжу одна.
А почему вы не ездите?
А потому что я боюсь, за мной сыновья приезжают, или же я вот буду звонить, и за мной приедет муж.
То есть одна вы никуда не выходите из-за того, что можете потеряться, так?
Ну, дорогу уже знаю, там, и эти дороги, а вот подальше, в метро я вообще не могу войти, я не знаю.
При болезни Альцгеймера неврологическая симптоматика скудна. Как вы видели, на первый план выступают грубые нарушения высших психических функций, из-за чего больные на развитых стадиях заболевания зависят от посторонней помощи. Нередки нарушения пространственного гнозиса.
Громан, я вас попрошу запомнить несколько слов. Запоминайте. Холод, рама, книга.
Холод, рама, а третья уже? Книга.
Запомнили?
Да. Голод или холод?
Холод, рама, книга.
Холод, рама, книга.
Запомните еще 3 слова. Гость, риск, дождь.
Гость, риск, а третий какой?
Дождь.
Дождь.
Запомнили?
Все 6 я не скажу.
Ну давайте,
Да.
ну все же какие слова-то я вам давал, Галина?
Дождь. Все.
Ну хотя бы одно вспомните.
Все.
У больной грубо снижена память. Далее обратите внимание на характерные нарушения счета и праксиса.
Галина Ивановна, я вас попрошу попытаться такую операцию арифметическую сделать. От 100 отнимать по 7. Так.
93, отнять 7, 86.
Так.
Потом 86, отнять 7, будет 79.
Так. Дальше.
72. 72. 72, отнять 7. Значит, вот я на этом тот раз на 80, а сейчас на 70 засела.
Галина Ивановна, мы сейчас с вами сделаем несколько проб, и вы должны их повторять. Ну давайте мы начнем с первого.
Вот так.
Вот посмотрите, как я делаю. Вот сделайте, пожалуйста, вот так.
Вы одной или двумя?
Двумя сразу.
Сейчас. Вот так. И вот так.
Нет, Галина Ивановна, неправильно. Вы посмотрите, как. Одна рука сжимается, другая разжимается.
Одна так, а это так.
Да.
Потом так, это.
Так, быстрее.
Так. Так. Так.
Вот. Давайте другую пробу сделаем, Галина Ивановна. Оставьте одну руку, так положите. Одну только. Посмотрите 3 движения, которые я делаю. Давайте.
Так. Потом 4 вот так.
Так, вспоминайте.
Еще. Вспоминаю вот так.
Нет. Вот так, вот так.
Количественная обработка результатов электроэнцефалографии является весьма информативным методом. На экране электроэнцефалограмма здорового пожилого человека. По сравнению с нормой у больных с деменцией нередко отмечается усиление медленно-волновой биоэлектрической активности мозга. Важное значение в диагностике болезни Альцгеймера придают методам нейровизуализации, компьютерной, рентгеновской и магнитно-резонансной томографии.
Hello, everybody. We are, we're about ready to do something quite stupid. I wanted to say thank you for 300,000 subscribers. I'm about to do something that I wish I didn't have to do, but yeah, here we go. Just make sure the counter's working, and okay. Number one. Did that go through? Oh, too many counter. Cool. The counter never seems to be working. Cool, there we go. That wasn't it. No, the counter was at 8. 8 plus 1 equals... You guys are making me overload this counter. There we go. This counter sucks. Cool. Okay. You'd have thought that I would have God damn it. Would have troubleshooted this counter. I'm just gonna leave YouTube right now. Hopefully it's still streaming. Plus 1. Okay, there we go. I just have to manually do it. There we go. Arguably more jazzy than what I'm doing right now. Cool. More lick.
Наоборот.